Shall I start?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Hi, my name is Ki-tae, as you know as Fisher, and today I'm gonna talk about the happiness. So before that, I'm so glad to meet you guys all and to share my moral and to also as a Club Modern family first time. So today I'm gonna talk about the happiness and which we all want during our whole lives. So especially I like to share my way to save energy and time for my happiness. So first of all, when I try to come up with an answer, what is the happiness? The word mature always comes out to me because the atmosphere of society always forces me not to do whatever I want. So whenever I try to, what do I want? The society forced me not to do that because I heard a lot of my friends and my father, my mother always told me, hey, be professional, or just please be mature, or don't act immature. So but I've never heard about on the street the people hey, be happy. Have you heard about that?
I have.
Not really, maybe on your workplace, your boss don't say hey, be happy. Rather he say, hey, be professional or please be mature, like this. So I found a dictionary and I look up the meaning of the word mature, and mature means someone that is fully developed and also or balanced in personality or in terms of emotional behavior. So, but I thought about like this, why do I have to be mature? I would like to do whatever I want. I would like to do for my happiness. So I thought about I'm gonna stay immature. So that is my keyword for share my motto. And I look up the dictionary again, the meaning of the immature, and that is someone that is not completely grown up or fully developed. So that means actually it is same as my thought, because I thought about how can human be perfect? Because we are all imperfect and we are all immature. So definitely it includes the incompleteness of the human, and also there is possibility to grow up more. Because mature means fully developed and balanced. So there is no more possibility to grow more. So that's the reason why I chose my topic, stay immature. And I'm gonna share with my failure history in my 20s and so embarrassing moments or scene of my life. And first thing is related with US volunteer and foreign service examination. Because about these two pictures, it's Nevada in the United States, western part of the United States. And I always wanted to go States. Before 2007, I've never been to another country, even though my major was American culture. I've never been on airplane or another country at all. So I just and one day, one of my friends recommend me to get there. Hey, I'm gonna live here. You can come substitute for me in States. So I say yes, and I flew into America just by myself. And this is me. But the situation is totally different than what I thought. So that is Nevada and so desert. So you see my face, you see? This is me. And so I'm totally shocked and I kind of panicked. So this is not what I wanted. But anyway, I chose to adjust myself to there. And so here is myself. And so I volunteer and so sleep in the tent, in my personal tent. So during 8 months, I stayed in States. And at that time, my English was getting better and getting better. Because that was my first time to another country, and there is no Asian, no Korean, and not small just Asian. Also, in my middle school days, I tried to be a diplomat. So Bangyun was kind of my motivation for me. So I studied for I'm so embarrassed, sorry about that. So this is my library picture. And I stayed in library for more than 2 years. So I studied for more than 2 years for being a diplomat. But anyway, I failed. So that's the reason why I'm like attending the company. So also another immature moment of my life is, you know, this player, this athlete. So as you know, he's pretty famous UFC fighter in Korea, right? So he's Dong-hyun Kim, and as known as Stanggan. So when I watched that his play, I thought about I should feel by myself that feeling. So I would like to feel that attractiveness. So I just joined in my school's activity club. So jiu-jitsu, and also I attended first Moto Championship jiu-jitsu tournament. So, but that was my first time after 2 months training. So I failed just on the first contest, but that was my impressive lesson for me. And also about lifeguard. So there was a movie released in 2006. So when I came out from my military service, I watched this movie and I was so into being a lifeguard, someone who saves other people's life. So I just chose to get training for. Chose to get training for 10 weeks when I was in school. So on every Saturday and Sunday, I should stay in the swimming pool for more than 10 hours. So last moment is recreation and comedian. So you know this guy, right? This guy. So as you know, he's Yoo Jae-seok and Kang Ho-dong, right? So most famous comedian in Korea. And I've always wanted to make other people happy. So I tried to challenge for them. And finally, in 2008, I could get a certification for recreation specialist and laughing therapist. And more embarrassing moment is, so last year, after I passed the company, I applied for 2013 SBS comedian contest, and luckily I passed the documentation evaluation. So I could get a chance for first audition in front of you and in front of some young PDs. So, but that was so embarrassing moment of my life. But anyway, so during my whole trainings, I acted so immature, but then after, 2 things left to me. So actually 2 little change came to the front of me. So first one is, I can know what I want, and more, I can know what I really want. And also because I could delete a lot of things, because comedian and jiu-jitsu athlete and US volunteer work and diplomat, so that was not my job. Actually, I'm kind of far away from those kind of challenge. And also, after that, I could know what I really share well with other people, or just communicate with, or influence on other people, or whatever, make the difference to the people. So at that time, I also felt the gap between reality and idea. So I could delete which I don't want to I don't want to, and nor just I'm not good at it. So on my way to immaturity or my happiness, so I found myself, my characteristic is kind of common thing. So it is kind of dynamic. So which means it fits in business and sales work. And also I found myself, someone who likes to chat or share in English. So I thought about it is suitable for overseas work and some work related with in English. So currently I work for a trading company now, but I think I'm still immature. So I try for what I want, but that process was not that easy as I thought, because I had to admit that I'm imperfect, because I always thought about I should have I had to reveal my wants, and also I had to reveal my weakness in front of you or just my friends. So, but after that, I could find what I really want, and I still believe in what you really want brings you where you really want to be. So this is my way to how to save our energy and time to see real happiness. And I would like to wrap it up with some of my favorite American drama video clip. So actually, name is Entourage.
Get your ass over here and come celebrate with the Chase men. I'm having dinner with Sloan. I didn't want to bother you, but life is passing you by, buddy.
Actually, that is that's all. Did you hear about last he mentioned? So he's saying like, life is passing you by, buddy. I don't want to bother you guys, but life is passing you by, buddy. So I think life is too short to do what you really want. And so I highly recommend, or just I'd like to share, just do what you really want. If you don't know, just do whatever you want. I would highly recommend do that. And for that, maybe we need to have a humble attitude, or just, in my case, I just stay immature. And also, you don't have to be professional. So, or just stay amateur. Or, I strongly believe in it keeps you stay always young. So, thank you so much, and please stay immature. Thank you.